here. So we're going to talk about VPS and dedicated servers, our launch for advanced hosting. And I'm Jeff Lamboy. With me, I've got Sargent and Travis Smith.
Hey, everybody.
So really quickly, guys, what we've done, so these are brand new products for GoDaddy. Really worked diligently to develop the products, build the products, and launch the products. One of the first experiences that we see with our customers is really taking a look at a brand new microsite and our website design specific to advanced hosting for VPS and dedicated. Really what the purpose here is to really talk through and demonstrate to both our customers and internally to our internal audience really the full set of products and service levels that are available from self-managed, managed, to fully managed. Really provide straightforward information regarding our features, our plans, our tech specs, comparisons, and have standalone pages for both Windows and Linux variants. Also, too, really key insights from our customers talking through what their experience is. We want to develop a simplified purchase path, and then, of course, there's some enhancements following up as far as the advanced hosting and VPS products launch is concerned. As you can see here, guys, there's a brand new landing page experience that we see. Instead of having plan names, we talk about resources. It very much is focused on what features are available to customers, what they need at a glance to take a look at, what they can see in simplified purchase path that we can see here. And lastly, we wanted to make sure that we provided our customers and our internal audience the right information. Really want to take a look at the different management levels from self-managed, managed, to fully managed. And we also wanted to provide competitive information regarding how our products stacked up against our competitors. And in doing so, it really gives customers enough information, the right information at a glance, take a look and make the right decision at purchase point. So really what's important to us is talking through the value, solution, scalability. Brian Sargent, our product manager, has really worked through some of the partnerships, and I'll let Brian kind of mention some of those relationships as far as that's concerned. And then Travis is going to talk a little bit about some of the functionality we have regarding the resources and our development experience.
Okay, great. Thanks, Jeff. So let me walk through kind of the evolution of our advanced servers, both dedicated and VPS. So before we really had kind of a one-step solution, one-stop solution, and we wanted to go ahead and align ourselves to kind of better with the market from an advanced servers perspective. So we looked at some key things, like we looked at root access, what does that mean? Patching, what does that mean for advanced servers? Control panels. Really migrating existing customers, whether it's from a control panel and environment, looking at security, what does that mean, both from the server side and also from the networking side. Also looking at things like monitoring and backups. These were some of the things that our customers were telling us that they were passionate about when they were wanting to get an advanced server spun up. And so what we've done is we've gone ahead and kind of shifted our offering set from one managed product to 3 products, as you can see here. I know this is a bit busy here, but we've basically divided into 3 products. A self-managed is essentially kind of really just that. It's an essential product. It will get you up and running from a server and get you or a VM spun up to have just the basic, most efficient things. We're looking at giving you root access. Patching is kept to a minimum or no patching. Control panels are omitted. We don't have the single-click migration. Security is kept to a minimum, and we give you a single IP address. That kind of gets you out of the gate, so to speak. And we look over at the managed product. These are a handful of kind of best choice features as we look at root access. As you can kind of see, root access kind of flows through all 3 products. But specifically within the managed and the fully managed products, we give you the ability to turn that on and off. And I'll walk you through that as a visual in the demo here in just a minute. But patching is a daily occurrence with the servers, and so we'll show you kind of where that sits inside the demo. And of course, offering a couple of different control panels at this point. We offer cPanel and Plesk, and then we offer the single-click migrations. And those are obviously a great benefit if you're coming from a shared hosting environment and want to and need more resources. We've also gone ahead and looked at security. Included that in all of the managed and fully managed products, and also monitoring, which we've partnered with NodePing, and we've integrated that into the product, which again I'll show here in a minute. And so the IP levels, we offer 1 IP for self-managed and 3 IPs for managed and fully managed. And that's really kind of the delineation there between managed and fully managed and self. And then support. As we look at support, we have really self-help support on self-managed. The managed plan, we've got a great support community that will take care of you. And also from a fully managed, we've gone out and kind of assembled kind of a best class, best of breed support team. And they've got quite a bit of training to go ahead and make sure they can take care of customers in the fully managed product category. So I guess as an overview, that really is where our new product set exists and resides and is kind of structured.
Hey Brian, can you talk about some of the new features that the products have in addition to the service levels that you just mentioned?
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm going to bring up an eye chart here and pages and pages of new features. And that's a good thing, right? Because as we look at our previous generations and some of our legacy products, we were finding that our customers were saying, hey, you know what? We want to have automated OS patching. We want to have a control panel that's meaningful to us. We want to have backup, well, both premium and file-based, and then we want to go ahead and have some control. We want to control our own destiny when it comes to root access. So those are some of the things. And as we can see, there's 2 more pages here. And again, we'll share this presentation out to anybody after. You can kind of go through these and kind of walk through, really some of the things that we've done. And it's taking us not that long to really give kind of an overvamp of or overhaul of the product set. So looking at expert services, the fully managed product, we offer that with the dedicated support teams. Security, both network, website, and server side. And one of the interesting things I'll point out here in the demo is our SiteLock integration, which we've gone ahead and directly integrated with them from an API perspective, which offers a great user experience. And then we'll kind of show and point out some of the support chat and feedback sections that we have, because again, we want to make sure that we have a customer-centric user experience inside this. So.
Great, thanks, Brian. And kind of quickly, we're just about to demo the product too, and appreciate Brian and Travis both being here. Travis, now's probably a good time to kind of ask and probably share what's different about the new product versus legacy products, and what's been different with the development cycle, with the pace at which you guys develop these products.
Yeah, so there's pretty significant difference. In terms of the product, the user experience is far better. Setup time is far better. The feature set that we offer is far better. The hypervisor is better and more efficient. And then in terms of the development process, it used to take us months or more to crank out a feature. Right now, we're cranking out new work every week, and we're able to really listen to customer feedback and pivot, get more of the customer desired stuff out the door quickly.
Awesome. Great job, Dennis. Really great job. So, Brian, go ahead and take a look and show us that demo.
All right, so let's show you. Hopefully everybody can see that here. This is a view of our admin panel. This is the next-gen VPS dedicated admin panel. And really what we've done is we've tried to incorporate a lot of those meaningful features that we showed in that list. And so just kind of a brief walkthrough, and I won't go into every new feature, but just some of the highlights that I think that are worth pointing out. As you can see here on the left-hand side, we have stats and usage monitoring, patching, and support. This really is going to give you an overview of what how you get help, how you can stay informed about your advanced server. And one thing to point out here, obviously from the monitoring perspective, and I'll just pull up a chart here, which we'll go ahead and load. And what we do is we go ahead and show uptime of the VM, and really what that's intended to do is our customers are saying, you know what, we want to have you guys validate that our servers are up. And we want to have that done in a pretty specific interval. So we've asked NodePing, and we've gone ahead and partnered with them to offer this service at really every minute, every 60 seconds. They're sending out a heartbeat to make sure that our servers or your servers are up and running. And this is what this graph is representing. And typically we'll show 30 days worth of history, and will reflect your container, or basically your VM, I should say. And it gives you kind of an event history and anything that might have happened, whether you have a start or stop history, and gives you kind of an overall percentage uptime. So this is kind of a useful, unbiased tool, if you will, from a third party that gives you some meaningful data about where your server is at any given time. So that's kind of the monitoring feature there. Another useful feature that we were asked to provide is patching history. we patch essentially driven by the control panels. And what we can see here is essentially the log from a daily patch history. We go ahead nightly, make sure that the servers are kept up to patching spec, and they're applied, and subsequently you can see the most recent patch history from here offers kind of a useful view on that. Anything I'm missing, Travis, on the patch history?
No, it's just worth calling out that this not only protects individual customers, but the entire customer base as a whole.
That's a good point.
Far less risk exposure to one bad person getting popped.
Okay, absolutely. Okay, so the next section here is going to be support, and what we've done is we wanted to make it easy to go ahead and get some user or some benefit from any questions that you might have. We've gone ahead and incorporated a top 5 kind of help article, and this is going to rotate based on customer feedback that we get. It's essentially driven by the feedback and support link, and that's going to be dynamic. And so basically anything that you're asking for is going to populate here. We're going to make sure that our support group is able to kind of corral and meet about that and provide the most useful data that you can see and kind of walk through here. So this is always meant to kind of be near field. You can look it up. If you have any questions, then this is going to be a great resource to kind of find those there, to find that. And if you have, obviously, if you have a question, then you can go ahead and click on the chat link here, which is going to pop up, and then go ahead and use that as well. So that's near to you as well. So anyway, a couple other things, and forgive me for running a little bit long here, but one interesting thing to note, we've got these top icons that really kind of drive some of the basics of your control of your server. And one thing to point out, as I mentioned before, is the admin access. So the admin access, we looked at what our competitors were doing. We looked at what access and what degree we wanted to make sure that you had as customers. And oftentimes it would be driven by an email request, and you'd have to sit and wait for a day or two in order to get a response back and have control over your server. Well, we don't necessarily feel that way, and if you need access to the server, then go ahead and change this to enable or disable, whatever you choose on there, and it's simply that with a one click, it's that easy there. So another thing, obviously, is backups. We get a lot of requests. We get a lot of passionate customers about, I want to keep my data secure, I want to make sure it's backed up, I want to make sure that this is easy to use backup scenario. So hopefully we've done just that. It's as easy as going ahead, clicking create backup. This can take anywhere from 10 minutes to an hour depending on the size of your server, and then it'll essentially log in that backup. It'll take a new backup if you don't go ahead and kick one off every 10 days. Make sure that you have the latest copy there, and for right now we offer 1 copy of your backup to restore at any given time, and you can control that and modify that as you will. And so far we've gotten some pretty good feedback around the backup. And another third-party integration I want to talk about is SiteLock. Keeping the website, and as I mentioned before, we have kind of the server side, the network side, and the website on your server secure. We felt pretty passionate about being able to give you the tools that are needed to protect any websites that you would spin up on your servers. And so included in the managed and fully managed, and coming soon on the self-managed is an in-app upgrade, we'll be able to go ahead and buy SiteLock. And SiteLock effectively is Pro and Premium Scan, which we have more information on, and I'll pull that up right now. Is under here we kind of give a walkthrough of what your plan includes here, and it's Pro Premium Scan, which includes smart scanning, inside out, outside in scanning, plus a CDN and WAF functionality that will both speed up and make sure that your applications are secure from a security standpoint. So just in general, we have that integration. We feel like it's a very important relationship for us. As you can see, we make it pretty easy to get your servers and your websites up to speed. It's a matter of 2 or 3 clicks to get your smart scan running. We offer links into your dashboard that make it pretty simple to go ahead and get to. So that's SiteLock.
Great. All right, thanks, Brian. And really quickly, guys, Travis had made mention of really taking a look and talking through the the development, the kind of way that things are rapidly kind of happening. Really kind of that being said, what's next as far as the product roadmap is concerned? What are some things that we can go ahead and take a look at, Brian, and what are some things that you're really kind of working on in the near term and the next term?
Yeah. So we have a slide here, and I'll let you kind of pull that up here in a second. But we're really focused on 4 main things. And the first thing, like I mentioned before, is providing meaningful upgrades to your servers. And let me just switch a view really quick. Meaningful upgrades to your servers through in-app purchases. And if we can share this out, I think I have a slide that I'm trying to find here. If you want to share your desktop there, kind of walk through that. So in-app purchases, and that will allow you to go ahead and upgrade. There we go. The ability to upgrade your products include backup functionality, include additional IPs, basically include additional snapshots. Those types of things are coming, near field on that. Another thing that we're looking to do is new distros, adding new operating systems. We currently offer Windows 2008 Server. We're right around the corner to 2012. We're meeting with Microsoft. In fact, we met with Microsoft today to make sure that we have a highly configured, highly optimized, distribution to offer to our customers. So I'm pretty excited about that. We're going to break kind of ground on a Linux Plus control panel, so Linux Plus Plesk edition, which will be Ubuntu, which I'm excited about as well. We do get that request quite often. Another interesting thing, I guess, the 3 out of 4 things to mention briefly here is OpenStack. OpenStack is a very important technology to GoDaddy, and we are building essentially a foundation piece and a server backbone right now with OpenStack, and trying to do some really nice customer-centric, product-focused features onto there. And so look for that new product coming very soon, right around the Q1 area as far as the delivery goes. So we're excited about that. And the other thing that I think that we need to share with our customers is data center expansion. As we offer new features, as we offer expansion of being able to take your advanced servers, place them around the globe. We get those requests often, and from a performance spec, it's one of those things that we really feel that we need to offer very, very quickly, and then offer a migrate feature for those servers if you want to place your advanced server from one data center to the next. And that also includes the expansion of IPv6 coming very shortly. So really, those are the, for VPS and dedicated, those are the 4 main things that we want to focus on in the next 2 quarters or so.
Great. Thanks so much, Brian.
Yep.
And hey, guys, we want to hear from you now. So we're super excited about the products, developing very quickly. Brian and Travis are working very diligently. We're really touching out in the marketplace and really kind of making some really great inroads as far as like some of the contacts and connections are concerned. We want to hear from you guys. And so it's one thing to hear it from us. We want to hear your questions, what we can kind of feel, what we can answer, and kind of share from both the product perspective, development perspective, and happy to talk about the marketplace.
So not a question, but Sapara said, great new features. The interface looks really user-friendly.
Right.
So he's pretty excited about that.
Yeah, and one quick note on that too is we've gone through and had some user feedback on the customer interface. We have some focus groups. We've run 2 of them now, and there's been a couple of times where we really wanted to put that user experience first, and we've got some interesting feedback that I didn't think was beneficial, and we tested it out. Sure enough, we've changed it, and it's it's great to have that movement of when we find something that works and directly from our customers, we want to make sure that we incorporate that.
Yeah, and I think Brian has done a great job. Travis has done a great job really connecting with the customers. We're really proud of Mike Rogers and that dedicated support team that we have for advanced hosting. These are all great strides as far as like things that we needed to do, things that have taken place, and things that have happened. We're excited, like I said, internally. I think externally, to an outside audience, many people wonder or surprised the fact that GoDaddy has hosting and these advanced hosting products. We're really here to kind of make that educational opportunity both internally and externally with those audiences, and happy to do so.
Absolutely.
Not seeing any other questions right now. Give them another minute or so.
Sure thing. Sure thing.
Let's see here. Corey C says, I like the dynamic top 5. Could be very useful. He also said an optional backup volume may be useful for some, but that feature you guys, gals, integrated should work for most.
Yeah, and to speak around that a little bit too, is we wanted to go out with an offering that was really meaningful for most, like you said, and we do have the ability to expand this. We're offering probably 3 or 4 different features coming up, and really it's a matter of being able to select different volumes, being able to select whether it's databases or file based. That's kind of a really dynamic topic, and we find that's pretty is a hot topic for all of our customers, and I'm glad that's so far we've got some pretty positive feedback on that. That's a great comment.
He also said some support that you guys might want to follow up with later. He set up his best choice feature managed VPS with us a few days ago. He's having some issues using it, getting some errors and whatnot. So I don't know if that's something we can look into a little bit later for him after the conference.
Absolutely, we sure can.
Okay.
We can, for sure.
So we'll get to you, Corey, so don't worry. Other than that, I'm not seeing anything else coming in right now, guys.
Great. Well, thank you guys so much for everything. Really appreciate Travis and Brian's time. Looking forward to the new launch of the additional products and features coming forward, and looking forward to your questions in the future, and take a look at the VPS and dedicated products. Thank you guys so much.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, everyone.